Hey guys, so today I'm going to show you my foundation routine as of today. Mine will change from week to week depending on what the weather is like, how I'm feeling, what I want my look to be, but this look is actually using a few drugstore brands and also a couple of prestige stuff. So if you're interested in how I achieve my foundation look, this one right here, please keep on watching. Okay guys, so right here I'm going to apply some of my Benefit's Flawless 15-Hour Primer. I really love this stuff. It came in a sample, as a sample size, in one of my foundations that I recently bought that I will be reviewing soon, so stay posted for that. But I really love this stuff. It helps minimize pores. It kind of sinks down into the pores and almost gives you a photoshopped finish. It eliminates the texture on your skin. Also, I really liked putting it over my blemishes because if they were dry in any areas, it kind of smoothed them out. I feel like every girl needs to invest in a good primer. It is so essential for a good foundation look. So here I am applying some of my Rimmel 25-Hour Foundation. I found this at Walgreens. I was just shopping around one day and I swatched this on my skin and I instantly fell in love with it. It definitely has a matte coverage to it. It gives a great amount of color payoff too. I feel like this helps kind of mask the redness in my skin, and then with just a little bit of concealer, my blemishes are covered. As far as the name claim goes with being a 25-hour foundation, I'm not too sure about that, but I do definitely feel like it is a great foundation for at least 12 hours. I don't really have to touch it up when I pair it with a wonderful primer, and I would definitely recommend this to anyone who wants a really flawless foundation with a coverage that's good and heavy, but it doesn't feel like you have a bunch of makeup caked on your face. Also, the brush that I'm using is the Real Technique. I believe this guy is called the Buffer, but seriously, my favorite foundation brush. I don't think I'll find anything that I love more than this guy. And right here, I'm just getting a little bit more and stippling the color right on top of those ugly little blemish areas that I've been getting on the sides of my cheeks, which are so weird, but it does help really with the stippling cover that up. Here we're taking a little bit of the creamy concealer by Nars and my shade is Vanilla. I am obsessed with this stuff. I used, what is the name of it? Boing by Benefit for a really long time, but this has definitely taken over my life. And I use a beauty blender to blend this guy out. If you don't have a beauty blender, please go get you one. It is seriously the best thing I have ever bought. I have mine loaded down with Fix Plus spray, but you can absolutely just use water out of the tap. It gives such a flawless look. Underneath the eye, it has that great little pointed end. And the great thing about a sponge is if you put too much product on your face, it helps soak up what is too heavy or doesn't need to be there. It gives such a pretty finish. I'm seriously obsessed. Also, beauty blenders are really great for putting on foundation as well. They definitely give a much more natural finish. And here I'm taking a little bit of the powder from my Anastasia contour palette in the shade Banana. It is great. You can obviously see it has a yellow tone. It settles down into the concealer and the yellow really gives a brightening effect to the skin, which is so what we want underneath our eyes. In here I'm just setting with my Holy Grail powder, which is by Pure Minerals. This stuff, I just can't say good enough things about it. I got this guy in high school and I have used it ever since. For a mineral makeup, it just gives the best cover. It doesn't have a super powdery appearance, and it with set with a setting spray like Fix Plus, it's beautiful. And so now I'm coming in with a little bit of Soft and Gentle by MAC. This has become one of my favorite highlighter shades. I used to use an eyeshadow from them called Shroom, but this is just so lightweight and really pretty. I love it right there on my Cupid's bow because it really kind of boosts my lips and highlights that Cupid bow that I have, so that when I overdraw my lips, it's nice and a lot of attention is drawn right there. Here I'm checking out my awesome highlight. It's giving me life. Alright, so we're using a little bit of a natural skin finish from MAC that was released. Unfortunately, it's a limited color. I love this as a nice, soft contour. It's just a light bronzer. It's not too orangey. It just gives me the perfect amount of color. And I'm blending it down onto my neck so I don't have a weird tan face and no tan on my chest or my neck. Taking it and pinching the brush down and contouring in my nose. This shade, again, I don't know if I mentioned, is called Aphrodite Shell, and it was a limited time color. For blush, we're using some Luminoso from Milani. You can purchase this just about at any drugstore. I love this guy. It gives a beautiful peachy tone to the skin, and it kind of goes with the bronzed look that we've got going on here. Alright guys, that brings us to the end of my foundation routine. Please feel free to thumbs up and subscribe. Also, leave any comments if you have questions.